And now to our serious subject about question I've been asked. Great question, difficult one. And the first question is about what can we do about the situation or the conflict between Israel and Gaza. What is the purpose of Israel and Gaza? Is Israel have any interest to take something out of Gaza for themselves? And the answer is absolutely not. What is the benefit of Gaza from Israel? Well, if you ask the people who live in Gaza, or the people who are controlled by Hamas who live in Gaza, they believe that Gaza is not enough for them, and they need to rule all Israel. I don't know if you know, but if you go to 1946, and you find out what exactly happened at that piece of land, you will find out that while that land was ruling by few gang members, they tried to develop it into something and they start killing one another. Please look at the history. Meaning, the international community need to know one thing. You need to have a leader here over Gaza. When you know what's happening in Gaza, those of you who follow history, when Hamas took over Gaza, he first threw from the balcony, from the 8th floor if I'm not mistaken, the rulers of the Palestinian Authority and killed them. And then it became Hamas Authority. So if the international community want to let people who kill people control Gaza, it will be a problem. My solution is very simple. I'm looking at Tel Aviv as an example. Tel Aviv was nothing before the Israeli built it. But they had no choice. They had to build it. Non-Israeli want to live in Gaza. But there is a lot of things where we can learn from one another. Israeli can learn from the Palestinian, of the people who live in Gaza, how to make meluhiya, how to make trina, baba ganoush. But absolutely, they cannot learn from them how to think for the future. Because people who live in Gaza not think about the future. They believe that if they kill the people who create a future for themselves, they have a chance to make a better life for themselves. Similar to the thing that we study in the Torah, is two kinds of jealousy. I'm jealous from you, and that's why I want you to come down to my level. I'm jealous from you, and that's why I want to become like you. This is the area that we need to address right now. Now, the international community not caring as much about the people in Gaza or the people in Israel. They don't care about Palestinian. They don't care about Hamas. They don't care about Israeli as well. They're just seeing on TV Israeli bombing, and in the bombing there is injury of 20 babies or women who are protecting the Hamas soldier who kidnap kids and women that have been raped. So what you're going to see in the outside layers? You're going to see in the outside layer like Israel is evil. But is that so? Think about it. Is that so? Or the poor Israeli tried to get the children back, tried to take the women back. The Hamas put on top of them those civilians, which I feel bad for them. But they have a choice. They have a free will. They stay there. They never want to leave. Did you ever see the villa with the pool? Did you ever see how much food they have? The whole world think they have no food because they see some crazy people with flags going and say from the river to the sea. The international community have to let Israel control Gaza until there is a good leader who come and say, I would like to have a peace with Israel. I want to learn from Israel how to make Gaza like Tel Aviv. Then there is a chance. But if I want Tel Aviv to be mine, how is it going to be a peace? How is it going to be? It's like a man said, listen, I want your wife. I want your wife. I want your wife. Why? Because my wife don't treat me well. Come to me and I teach you how to treat your wife well, so your wife will treat you back in a nice way. Think about it. I mean, all those missiles, all those tunnels, that could be invested in education. That could be invested in the kids. The same situation in the Palestinian Authority. No different. Just there it's more suppressed. But it's the same exact thing. Same thing with Hezbollah in the north. Same thing with Syria. Same thing with Iraq. I know that most of those countries are Muslim. I don't have anything against your religion or against the Muslim. But a lot of people do. And if you want to change the opinion of people, not to go against Islam, then stand up, Muslim people, and show us the difference. That you want to build the world. You don't want to destroy it. You don't want to go to every place you go and destroy the existent and then rebuild on top of it. The opposite. You want to learn from other people. You want to learn from America how to make it better. You want to learn from London how to make it better. You want to learn from Paris how to make it better. Don't say the West is bad. Say the West is great. And that's what we're going to copy and paste it into our country. That's how the international community can help. To choose. If you don't choose, it's never going to work. Those are not killers. The Israelis never want to kill.
We want a ceasefire. We want the hostages to come back. We want to live in peace.
I pray for our peace soldiers and for our soldiers. We all be together and
no arguments.
No arguments.
Why does the effort for peace in Gaza keep failing?
They don't want peace. They don't want peace. The Gaza people don't want peace. The Palestinians don't want peace. In their authority, always they talk about how they can get Jaffa back, Tel Aviv back, Rosh Pina back. They want it back. So the decision was done in 1948 by the UN. From the beginning, they didn't agree with it. The day after the decision was made, there was a war. So nobody wants peace. So please, I'd like to meet the people from Gaza and Palestinian Authority. They say they want peace. I'd like to meet them. Yes, Rabin want to make a name for himself and Shimon Peres, like they want peace. Begin, he did a good job with Sadat. But what happened to Sadat after he signed the peace agreement? They shoot him. They don't want peace. No, Egypt don't want peace. Jordan don't want peace. But it's working for them. They don't want peace. There is no, that comment is not true. Israel want peace because they're surrounded by 7 countries that want to destroy them. So they rather have peace. It's less headache, less people die in the army. It's a wonderful idea. So Israel want peace because they're loving it? No, because it's easier. Israelis love to party. They love to. Most Israelis are not religious. They don't follow any religion. The city of gay and lesbian in the world, the number 1 in the world is Tel Aviv. People not after religion. For that reason, they don't want war. They want peace.
How does historical trauma affect the Israeli-Palestinian relationship?
Well, there is trauma on both areas because of war. But I don't want to say who started because that sounds very childish. Somebody starts throwing stone on your window every morning for 2 hours. What do? You keep fixing the window? Or you eliminate the stone? So yes, you have trauma from the stone being thrown at you. And then when you go in to stop the people who throw stone at your house, you have to remove the stone from their area. You have to remove the people who are throwing it and put them in prison or something like that. So they have trauma that they've been captured, but they feel like a hero. Hero in the Arabic world called Shaheed. And Shaheed meaning I'm respecting you for throwing the stone on my house. So when you're asking the trauma from the Muslim authority, meaning the Hamas or the Palestinian authority, there is no trauma because they know they will be captured. But unfortunately, among them, I'm sure there is a good one, where they put bomb on them like we see in many movies, and they're sending them to explode in the Israel authority. Very sad story. From Israeli point of view, of course, everybody have trauma. Living for 20 years under missile from the north, from the middle, from everywhere, from the south. 10,000 missiles. 10,000 missiles in 2 months, it's a lot. It's a lot. Of course you're going to have trauma. So how do we fix it? We cannot fix it. We have to stop the people who throw stone at your house. And then everybody will be happy. Why they throwing stone in your house? Because they feel you took their home, Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv before them, nobody ever lived in Tel Aviv. Look at the history, please.
What more can be done for humanitarian aid?
Listen, my friend, they have food. They lie to you. They have food. They have food. And that food, if it's arrived extra, go to Hamas. And then Hamas, if they don't give them the food first, they're going to kill them.
It's very frustrating. These products should not be sold. They're meant to be humanitarian aid for civilians.
ما في المساعدات كلها نازلة تحت. المساعدات ما بيجوا للأمة ولا بيجي للشعب كله. إحنا جايين من غزة وكل الدعم بيجي إلنا. أنا بحكي وما بخافش منهم. أنا بحكي إلهم كمان. أنا كل الدعم بيجي لقطاع غزة.
بس حج كتير بيوصل اللي بيوصل إشي قليل وبيتوزع هيك بيحكوا.
كله للبيوت إلهم.
So what do you talk about humanitarian? The people who work for humanitarian actually discovered to be a terrorist as well. People at Hezbollah hiding missile in the international airport. Think about the mindset. So the food will not help. My opinion, they should have at least away from the Gaza people who disagree with the Hamas to be able to go to one of the countries who fully support, like Ireland, Spain. You have 2 million people there. Bring a ship, put at least 10,000 each time, and make them a citizen of Spain. Make them a citizen of Ireland. Ireland need workers. Please, take the Gaza people who don't want to be there. And they will be more than happy to go there, get them passport, everything like that. Or Turkey, closer. Turkey. Good. And then you have 1 million people who are not happy to be there and go there. And then it will be war from the rest of the 1 million Hamas against Israel. And then you don't have to be worried about humanitarian help, because the people who stay are just soldiers who want to kill Israeli. And the Israeli has to protect themselves from that. But I believe you don't need to bring food to Gaza. You need to bring the Gaza people into the food. That's a mistake everybody's doing, because nobody cares about the Palestinian. Nobody cares about Hamas. Nobody cares about Israeli. They don't care. They will kill each other all day long, and they rape each other all day long. Because think about it. After October 7, is anybody condemned from the Muslim country? No. It's a very sad story. Think about who condemned in the world. What they condemn Israel go to war after the person who throws stone in their house. You have to stop that. I believe Ireland, Spain, and Turkey should take at least 1 million civilian from Gaza until the war will be over, and then after that they return them. No problem. They can come back after that to rebuild Gaza. It will be wonderful. But to bring food to Gaza, what a mistake. It doesn't go to the people. It's going to the Hamastic. It's going to the terrorists.
Why are the voices of moderate Israelis and Palestinians who advocate for peace often overshadowed by more extreme perspectives?
Yeah, whoever wants peace, nobody listens to them. Because there is no peace. Who wants peace? So I would like to meet the people in Gaza who want peace. I would love to talk to them. Please arrange it, whoever listens to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. I have some connection. I will make immediately the conference. Please tell me who wants peace in Gaza. And the Palestinian Authority, please talk to me. Love it. Yes, among the Israelis, there is people who went through a lot of trauma. They're not moderate. They are basically believe that if we give them all the money they want, all the sex they want, all the rapes they want, it will be peace. They believe. They want to believe in it. Not because they're fact to dwell on, because it seemed right. 2 days ago, one of them went to Kalkilia to buy vegetables and fruit from the Palestinians so he can be giving them some money. They killed them. They don't want peace. Please. They don't want peace. People who want peace don't throw missile at you. They will actually say, here's the people we kidnapped. Let's talk about the new page. I wish it would be somebody who wants peace.
What are the ethical implications of military strategies that lead to civilian destruction and displacement in Gaza?
The way Gaza is built, it's very narrow. It's built narrower than Manhattan. Now, under Gaza, there is tunnel, much larger than the subway. Within those tunnels, Hamas are hiding with civilians that they kidnapped from Israeli. To get into that tunnel, you need to send human to get the people out. What they do, they put bomb to kill the soldier to get there. So what we have to do, we have to tell the Gaza people, please leave your home, and the soldier can stay, because we're going to bomb this area from above, so it will penetrate all the way to the tunnel.
אתה מדבר עברית מצוין. מה שמך? מה שלומך? הכל בסדר? צבא ישראלי כרגע, אנחנו צריכים להפציץ את הבית שנמצא באמצע, אנחנו עושים את כל המאמצים שלא יפגע בבתים האחרים שום דבר, אנחנו רק רוצים לוודא לפני כן שאין אף אחד מסביב. תוודא בבקשה שאין שם אף אחד, תגיד לאנשים שלא כי עוד 5 דקות אנחנו מפציצים.
On the way there is people who stay in the house. Are they people? They're not. They're soldiers of Hamas who basically remove the clothes of Hamas and they basically dress clothes like civilian. So when people say, how can it be more ethical? How can you be more ethical against who? It can be more ethical. We are the most ethical army in the world, the Israeli army. As a soldier, I'm telling you. There's no such a thing like the Israeli army. We even have a little bomb that we throw on a house before the real bomb is coming. Did you know that? It's called a warning bomb. To tell the people, just make sure, and we usually put papers to say there is a bomb coming in 2 hours. We're scheduled to tell them when it's coming. Ethical.
What should happen in Gaza after the war?
The one who runs Gaza right now has to go. The one who will run Gaza has to be the same people who run Tel Aviv, which is Israeli. After it's run well and beautiful, then open the gate and Gaza can be part of the economy and everything like this. Palestinian Authority is the next thing. They don't running anything. There's one leader taking all the money from them and that's it. That's it. That's what's going on. So this whole conflict, it's not been understood correctly because nobody in Gaza wants Israel to exist. So you cannot create any good things to come from that. When the Gaza people will be desperate and say, enough is enough, we don't want war, we want Israel and us to live in peace forever, it will be beautiful.